So here are some quadrilaterals that hopefully you know. So we've got a square here, we've got a rectangle. I've just called this a quadrilateral. I'll talk a bit more about this in a second. And then a rhombus, which we know is quite a special kind of quadrilateral. All sides are the same length, but it's different from a square because the angles are not right angles. So in a square, all your sides are the same length, but the angles are right angles. Okay, from these two shapes, a square and a rectangle, we should hopefully be able to work out what all the angles in a quadrilateral add up to. Okay, so if this is 90 degrees, and I've got 4 of them, I've got 4 lots of 90, which gives me an angle total of 360. And that's exactly the same for a rectangle as well. I've got 4 lots of 90 here, so again all the angles add up to 360 degrees. And that is in fact the same for any 4-sided shape. Okay, so the general word for a 4-sided shape is a quadrilateral. Okay, the general word for a 4-sided shape is a quadrilateral. Okay, so a square, a rectangle, and a rhombus can all be classed as types of quadrilateral. Okay. If it's just a random quadrilateral like this, which has got no particularly special geometrical features, we can just say it's a quadrilateral or an irregular quadrilateral. Whereas this one's, got some more interesting features about it, and that defines it as a rhombus. So the fact that it's got all 4 sides the same length, but not right angles. They are too acute and too obtuse in a rhombus. And for example, a square, obviously a square is a square because it's got 4 right angles and all sides of the same length. But it's still classed as a quadrilateral. So generally the point I'm trying to make is the angles in a quadrilateral always sum to 360 degrees. Okay, doesn't matter whether it looks like this or if it looks like this. Okay, they always sum to 360. Okay, so let's have a look at some questions. And it's very similar to what we did yesterday with triangles and straight lines and so on. You're literally going to add up what you have and then subtract from 360. So if you want to have a go at these in your red book before I do them, that's absolutely fine. That'll get you warmed up. Or you can accelerate through them, that's fine, but just accelerate to the next page because then that goes on to forming and solving some equations of the quadrilateral, so you might just want to look at that and before you do worksheet 2. Okay, but I just want to talk you through how to submit your answers for worksheet 2 in a second. So you might just want to watch to the end of this video, but you can accelerate just to the end of this video. So let's have a look. We've got 103, we've got 100 degrees, and we've got 65. So let's add these up. We get 3 plus 5 is 8, 6 plus 0 is 6, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So we've got the angles there that are there already add to 268. I'm going to subtract from 360. So 268. I'm taking that away from 360. So 0 take away 8 I can't do here. So this is 5. 10 take away 8 is 2. 5 take away 6 I can't do. Borrow from here. And that is 15. That leaves a 2 there. 15 take away 6 is 9. And 2 take away 2 is 0. So A is 92. Does it look reasonable? Yes, it looks reasonable. Well, actually that doesn't look like more than a right angle. But remember, these are not to scale, okay? So if the arithmetic tells us it's 92 degrees, we've just got to go with that. Okay, so can you identify what type of shape this is here in the middle? So hopefully you can identify that this is a kite. Okay, this is a kite, which means, and it's really crucial that you know some of the features of a kite. That means that this angle on the opposite side is also 122. Okay, if we're told that this is 122, then this is 122, and that's absolutely vital for working out angle B. Okay, so we've got 122, We've got two lots of 122 because we've got two equal opposite angles in a kite, and we've got the top angle, which is 45. If I add those three together, I get 9 in that column, 8 in that column, and 2 in this column. And then again, any quadrilateral, doesn't matter if it's a kite or a square or anything, all sum to 360. So 289 is what I'm going to subtract from 360. And we get 10 take away 9, which is 1, 5 take away 8, I can't do. 15 take away 8 is 7. And I get that B is 71. Does it look reasonable? Yes, it's an acute angle, it looks reasonable. So yeah. And finally, this example, well, I've got two lots of 90 degrees here, okay, so I'm just going to go straight for putting down 180 in my calculation. So I've got two lots of 90, which together make 180, save myself some extra numbers there, and 125, add those together, and I get 5 in this column, 10 in this column, and 3 in this column. And then I'm going to do 360, take away my 305, and let's see what we get for this. So 0 take away 5 we can't do, 10 take away 5 is 5, 5 take away 0 is 5, and 3 take away 3 is 0. So C is 55 degrees. So does that look reasonable? Yeah, it's acute. And again, you could always check any of these angles questions by putting them back in and seeing if all the angles add up to 360.